Hey everybody, it's Kira and welcome back to my channel. So today I have my November haul for you guys. I got quite a few books in the month of November, but most of them I got on sale. So you'll hear about that in a moment. But yeah, let's just get into all of the books that I got. So this first book I got because I just kind of had to get it. I had heard that it had come out and I'd heard the synopsis of it and I was like, that was something that I really would like to read, but I probably shouldn't go out and buy it, so I was going to get it from the library, but then the library didn't have it, and so then I just went out and bought it, and that is The Light Between Worlds by Laura E. Weymouth. I absolutely loved this book. I have read it. You can see my thoughts in my wrap-up, which I will link down below. But yeah, this was just such an amazing book, and it's a really gorgeous cover too, like it's so pretty. But this was just kind of like a spur of the moment, I need to go to Barnes & Noble and buy this book kind of a thing, so that happened. But yeah, I am not disappointed at all. It was just such an amazing read, and I'm so happy that I own it now. And next up we have the last of my pre-orders for the year, and that is Good Morning, Good Night, Little Pep Talks for Me and You by Lin-Manuel Miranda, illustrated by Johnny Sun. I follow Lin-Manuel Miranda on Twitter, and he always does these like good morning and good night messages, which are just super cute, and so they decided to write a book of them. So you can see my bookmark is in here, but it's just like simple little drawings with little messages. So this one says, "Good morning, you magnificent slice of perfection. Yeah, you. Good night, you generous helping of flawlessness. I'm looking at you." And it's just like the picture. So, it's just super cute. I've been making my way trying to read one every day. They're just little cute pep talks, and I'm just so happy that I have this book. So next up we get into 6 books. So I went to a local library sale and they had a deal where you could get 6 books for $6. And I'm like, I mean, who can pass that up, really? So that's where the majority of these books come from. So I will show you the books that I got from the library sale. So this first one is Kingdom Keeper's Shell Game by Ridley Pearson. I realized that like with me and my siblings, we have the whole Kingdom Keepers series, but I decided that I want to own them for myself because I love these books so much. And this was there. So this is book 5. Yes, book 5 of the Kingdom Keepers series. If you don't know, Kingdom Keepers is an amazing series, super underrated. But the first book is called Disney After Dark, and it's about these 5 teenagers who kind of work for Disney, but then when they go to sleep, they wake up in the parks. And you find out that all of the characters are real and the evil characters are trying to take over the parks, and it's just such an amazing series and I really love them. So yeah, this is book 5, but now I own it. Next up is The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. I have heard, I think Hannah from A Clockwork Reader talk about this book. All I know is kind of what it says on the back. I don't really know much about it, but basically this boy, Daniel, finds this mysterious book entitled The Shadow of the Wind, but someone has been systematically destroying every copy of every book the author of the other book has written. So it sounds really interesting. It's a historical fiction with maybe some magical elements. I have no idea, but it just sounded really good and it looks really cool too, so I'm excited to read this. Next up is one that I'm gonna have to give away, and that is I Am Number 4 by Pittacus Lore. So I got this because my brother had asked for I Am Number 4 books for Christmas, and I was like, oh, I know he loves this series, so I'll just get this for him. But he already has this book, so I think I'm just gonna end up giving it away to Savers or to a bookstore or something. But I mean, it was only $1 total, so like, it's fine. And then we have one that I don't know anything about, but it looked interesting, and that is Flashpoint by Nancy Criss. So the little tagline here says, "In a world of illusion, how do you know what's real?" I just think this looks really cool. Obviously, it was a library book at one point in time, and it just sounds interesting. I think it's about virtual reality or like games or something like that. So I'm excited to read it. Next up is one that I'm super, super excited about, and that is The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. I've heard nothing but amazing things about this book. All I know is that it's like a historical fiction, about World War II, and I am so excited to read this book. And last up is one that I have read before, that I read this summer and absolutely loved, and that is Redeeming Love by Francine Rivers. This is just such an amazing book. It's kind of a retelling of the story of Hosea from the Bible, but it's in a historical fiction setting, and it's like really heartbreaking but really good book. My friend Molly lent it to me, and now I have my own copy. Alrighty, so those were all of the books from the library sale. So the next book is one that also has a funny story with it. So I went home for Thanksgiving, right? And my parents were like, hey, we got this present for you. It was from last year's Christmas that my cousins like didn't end up sending or forgot to send or something. I don't know how that happens, but it happened. And that is Marked by Jordan Page Sudduth. If you don't know, Jordy is like an amazing filmmaker that I talk about quite a bit on my channel. But she wrote 2 books, so this is the first book. I didn't know that it was going to come in like this like floppy, reminds me of a like coloring book type format. But I mean, I'm excited to read it. So it's got different fonts in it too, which is interesting. So I don't really know anything about this book other than Jordy wrote it, and I'm excited to read it. And the last book that I got in the month of November is Because You Love to Hate Me, 13 Tales of Villainy, edited by Anne-Marie. So this came out last year, and this is 13 booktubers were matched with 13 YA authors to write short stories about villains, and this was on sale at BAM for like $5, and I was like, yes, score, I will take that. So I haven't read it yet, but I'm super excited to read it because it's got some amazing authors and also like booktuber representation. That's great. So yeah, I'm super excited about this. So those are all the books that I got in the month of November. Comment down below, let me know if you've read any of these books. What are your thoughts on them? Are there any that sound interesting to you? I'd love to chat with you down in the comments below. So that's all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to follow me on social media, all my links are in the description as always. But thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.